Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all? As you see, Sunday dinner is in full effect.
What up, people?
Peace.
Hey, you back with the three. One more time. The host of the Mike Council is Karev, Heritage Hip Hop, with my man right there in the middle, and who is?
DJ Kawon of the Mixtape Show and Kawon J Media.
All right, you know what I be, Mr. Hello, you know what I mean? It's Seek from the Hello Effect Podcast. What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Council. What's good?
Y'all can see me eating like a fat ass pig. I'm starving. Let me tell y'all the truth, man. Shout out to my brothers, yo, on the Mike Council, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mike Council on Heritage Hip Hop YouTube, Kawon J Media YouTube, and the Hello Effect Podcast on YouTube, where we are culturally driven with no skips, which means you only get the real, unfiltered, raw opinions of hip hop from three people who are heavily in this culture, who give a damn about it and give a damn about you. So no matter what channel you're on, like, subscribe, share, comment so you can be a part of the conversation, and let's get this thing moving. One of y'all got a TV on in the back.
Yeah, about to say, before that, somebody got a TV on. I can hear that.
Oh, you get it.
Oh, yeah, we can hear that.
Yeah, hold on right quick.
Up in the background, y'all. He getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You was out. If you want to talk about how your week was and what was going on with you.
Yeah, man. I on the real life side, got offered a new gig, so I had to do some training, some orientation. So I got to had to be away last week for that. Feeling good about the opportunity that I got. It's a nice little situation to secure a little bit more for the family. And then on top of that, man, just still doing the music thing. And then I enjoyed watching my brothers last week cook, man. It was dope watching you guys. I had a little FOMO, but I'm glad to be back this week.
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I heard Seek is the man. Everybody like him.
Yo, you can't hear the TV, right? I muted it.
Nah,
you got it.
All right, bet.
Everybody loves Seek. Seek is the star of the show. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Man, look, man, I'm just Seek. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to play whatever role I need to play. You know what I mean? Whatever position y'all want me to play, I'm playing that position. That's something. I'm gonna play it to the fullest. I'm gonna play my best part. Far as me, my week is always the same. I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. Like, I'm just in grind mode until I reach where I want to reach at, whatever my ceiling at. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, but I'm not there yet. It's always work to do. So I'm just out, just grateful to have these opportunities to interview people from indie to mainstream. It don't matter. Just having a dope conversation is about this building and networking and building this platform with real people that's doing the same shit that I'm doing. So I just be doing a lot of the back end part, like a lot of the editing. So I edit every day. Like, if people don't want this shit and you don't want to edit, you're going to quit. Because like I said, like, it ain't a day where, I'm going to be honest with you, these last few days I didn't because I had stuff going on, but it ain't a day that I don't edit because I'm always interviewing a whole bunch of people. But I'm just focused on building this Mike Council. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. I'm loving the conversation. I'm loving, you know what I mean? Just going back and forth with y'all giving me some stuff that I ain't know. You know what I mean? Like, you wasn't here last week. It was like I wasn't here because I'm learning stuff from him. I'm just caught up in, like, damn, yo, like,
Yeah.
And before that, when he was talking about the food situation and how the restaurants and stuff, I didn't know that. So it's good that I get to learn from y'all, and I want to continue doing that.
Yes. And I saw Karev you got to hang out yesterday at the temple.
Yeah, I want to hear about that, yo.
All right,
I seen the pictures. I seen the man that I want to meet and I want to interview, and that's KRS-One.
Yeah,
I need 2 hours with him.
Oh, we both do, and I'm trying to set that up. So Heritage Hip Hop, the Hello Effect Podcast,
let's get it.
The show will be live at the Temple of Hip Hop.
Let's get it.
We're actually working on that. It's quiet as kept, but also the Temple of Hip Hop was cool. I was there actually to see the You Gotta Respect documentary. So I was able to see episode or part 3 of Jersey, the Jersey Effect of hip hop, and on Lyrical Beast, episode 2. So I got to hear who had the people in the industry talk about who had the best flow with that. But before that, yes, I was able to I might actually star in the video.
All right. Hello.
The message. So
yeah.
With this shirt on, representing my man Shaw Skills.
Yeah.
It's my Jersey top 5 shirt. Shaw Skills, Red Man, Tretch, Tane 1, and Double O. If you want one of these shirts, all you gotta do is hit me. We'll make it happen for you. But the highlight of my weekend has always been with my grandbaby, and more than that, we was outside. Yo. I'm saying.
Word.
Shout out to everybody. I seen Jersey MCs, The Cause. I see my man Short Dog of Face Promotions. Do It All was there. Tatanisha was there. You know, my man Mook. Shout out to the South Ward. Mook was out there. Mitty Murdoch was there. And we had my New York peoples was out there. And I met somebody, a new podcaster from Houston, talking about how New Jersey hip hop shaped Houston hip hop, which is a dope conversation.
Yo, we need to. I ain't gonna lie, like respectfully, I know you from Queens, Kawon, but because I'm only gonna say this because Jersey, like people that I interview and stuff like that, like especially artists, they say Jersey don't get overlooked, and that's a lie because there's a lot of greats from Jersey. Like as I continue to meet people, I'm like, yo, like I can't run with that narrative no more.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is we need to do something about Jersey because I feel like some people think that New York like overshadow Jersey. That's not true because we got like a lot of big names. Like, you know what I mean? We got to start. I think Jersey afraid to represent Jersey. That's what I think it is, yo. Because I represent Jersey everywhere I go. Like some people go out of town and they don't represent Jersey and shit.
Well, I'll take Jersey everywhere I go. And the sad part is sometimes I represent too much because sometimes you get kind of flustered when Jersey don't say your name or invite you back. That's not why I do it. I don't do it to please people in my hometown only.
It's gonna come to a point they're gonna have to. Trust me, they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Like the people that's not liking, that's not sharing, that's not watching, it's gonna come to a point they're gonna be forced to because people around are gonna be doing it. So they're gonna be like, damn, what's the hype? Yeah, got to, man. So I don't never stress about that part of it.
I look at it like this: is they don't want to because they already know. So the more hate you get, the more you know you're doing good. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Big facts.
Well, since we talked about Jersey, let's talk about these regions. If y'all have noticed in hip hop, the big trend going on now is getting back to getting off of digital and getting back to hand-to-hand selling and physical media, and that's what built the regions in the first place. The history of hip hop in the regions has been too short. Talking about people knowing his song when he first hit the stage. You hear Griselda talk about when they hit the town, people already knew the songs. Even when you think about down south, people selling out the trunk. It seems now that the end of the digital age is fastly approaching, and the reinvention of business to customer, hand to hand, and seeing and touching the people is coming full circle. Gentlemen, do you think the regions are important to come back in hip hop today, or is this just another marketing scheme that people are going to have to use to stay alive?
Ooh, loaded question. I'm always going to speak from an underground level. I feel like this is obviously. I said this when the label said they wasn't signing hip hop acts anymore. That's when I said the underground. This is when we need to pounce because, yes, this is the time to get your music out there. It's time to get out there in them streets and push your product. It's time to slap them stickers on light posts again. You know what I mean? It's time to get those physicals out. It's time to get that rejection so you can build that character. And you really know who your fans are because, like you said, the streaming and all of that is kind of dying down a little bit. It's time for you to start knowing who your fans are, so you can experience that. So this is when we really, really, really see who outside, right? This is when we really see who do shows and all this kind of stuff. So I love it, man. I love the fact that we're getting to this point because now you're really starting to see who cut from that cloth because that social media talk is one thing, but when you're really out here pushing your product and doing shows and shaking hands and kissing babies, that's what the artist needs. And I think that's where we're starting to get to because I'm starting to see a lot of I don't want to say older, but a lot of established underground acts who's not part of the commercial pipeline. getting back out there releasing music, and they dropping physicals. And I even seen a brother of mine out in Atlanta, Blizzum. I don't know if y'all familiar with Blizzum from K100. He just released an album called the Dangerous Unk. Like, this is like his last album, so he went all out. He got vinyl, he got tapes, he got CDs, and he's put his albums in the record stores in Atlanta. And he was just in South by Southwest and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, this is the time, man. I think this is it, and I think as the digital age is starting to die down, it would be real smart for artists to stop worrying about what industry people are saying, because they're gonna always want to discourage you, and get back to the basics, man. Every time you get back to the basics, it always works out.
No, that's a fact. I feel like they should continue to put out product, like you said, physical things. You know what I mean? Because they was getting raped respectfully by these record labels when it came to the streaming shit, and they got to treat it like memorabilia, like how football players does and stuff like that. Because the consumer probably like, oh, who the fuck get CDs and tapes? It ain't for the play. It's the save. It's fucking antique collectibles. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if that was a great artist. But let me speak on the regions. I don't give a fuck where you from, respectfully. Just put out great music, yo. That's it. Don't take this time just because it's a free-for-all, everybody put out fucking great music. Like, cause it was already oversaturated. Like, and it still is, like, respectfully. But I don't mind like people coming out like old, new, or say if i.e. you never had a deal, but you was trying to. This might be your chance to, since everybody's on an independent route. This might be a chance, because let's take it in basketball perspective. Anybody know Harold Miner? They say he was better than Jordan. There's a lot of people that's probably better than Jay-Z that never got that shot, but since it's a free-for-all, this could be an opportunity to get a fan base and not be. People will always want to be millionaires when it comes to being successful. Why you can't be a thousandaire? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you could really survive off that. So start from there. You know what I mean? Start with putting out great music. Start with dealing with people that take their craft serious, i.e. the producer. Get with a producer. You know what I mean? That makes beats so y'all could create something together. You know what I mean? And like I said, it don't matter what region you from. I want the down south to have their own identity like they used to back in the day. Like, who the fuck? Why y'all want to come with down south trap music? Not have that, whatever that lane was. It was a lane. Like, and they had like different parts of it. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, it was the crunk part. You know what I mean? They had the Outkast. I don't even know what you call Outkast sound. Like, what would you, if you could think of it?
Well, you know what's crazy about Outkast is I saw Rico Wade, rest in peace. He produced Dungeon Family, right? His biggest influence was DJ Premier. So if you hear Cell Therapy, he got the beat for Cell Therapy idea from Preem's Come Close with J. Rue the Damager. Come Close, right? That was the name of it? Come Close?
Come Clean.
Come Clean, sorry, Come Clean. So Come Clean inspired Cell Therapy with the doom 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 doom. So he got that from the doom doom. So it's like you said, I understand regions, but we too far. That horse is way out the barn now. It's too many people who've been exposed to too many different cultures. So I say if you're going to be regional, it's okay to show your inspiration from other cultures too and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dope. It's kind of dope when you hear like a Sky Zoo flip a trap beat on his album. You know what I'm saying? Because he's showing he can do that. So I'm cool with that too. But yeah,
so he got skills though. He got skills. That ain't just a regular person. He nice.
Yeah, like, yeah. So it's like I said, it's the regional thing. I think we probably never get back to that again, just because too many people are influenced by too many different cultures with social media and YouTube and all that. So, but I do believe you should definitely represent where you come from, so people can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real tough to relate to a guy from New York who talking about some down south shit if they never even been. If they never left the city. You know what I'm saying? If they never left the city, it's hard.
And it's the thing. Like, once again, if you want that type of down south feel, you could just get the type of beats they and just rap on that shit. If you are really an artist and you got skills, somebody could play you any fucking beat. Excuse my language if there's any kids watching, but I'm angry again. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got skill, like a skill set. Throw any beat on. Shit, somebody could beatbox for you and you could rip that shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's my piece.
Outkast was influenced by Tribe Called Quest. Andre 3000 says it all the time. He says it all the time. He's like, yo, Tribe is the reason I got into this. So it's dope to hear that type of stuff.
I
It's
mean,
dope.
the Mecca of hip hop is in New York. Like, so they
You gotta be right.
It gotta be. You gotta get. Where else you gonna get your influence from?
Yeah.
If it wasn't from up north.
But I think one of the greatest pens in the game is DOC, and he's from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So, and he got a crazy pen. So, you know what I mean? What about you, Karev?
Pardon me, y'all. I'm not looking in the camera. I'm sending out the link. So make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the show so the algorithm can pick it up.
Yeah. Program director Karev. Program director.
You want to know what's going on. But keeping it real with you, I think regions are coming back because half the people who listen to music are lazy. Ain't nobody looking for music, so whatever's readily available to them, I think that's what they're going to listen to. And like I said on one show before, now that people have their own region, having had a run, a lot of people are going to start learning about the past. And one of the most important parts of hip hop's past is the come up. So people are going to study the moves. Like, think about it. The next great entrepreneur is going to have to learn about Steve Stout, Master P, Baby,
that's true.
My man, Tony Draper. They're going to have to learn about these people. Somebody who wants to know about fashion, they're going to have to learn about April Walker, Fubu, all that. Like, all that's part of it. West Side Gun. Anybody who's going to want to learn about sound techniques, we're going to have to learn from Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Andre Young, Questlove. See, and those people of a myriad of different places. Manny Fresh, DJ Battle Cat. So there's going to be, whether you like those beats or not, there's going to be a run to learn. And why that's important for people doing business and learning about music is we're going to come to a point in hip hop very soon where people are going to appreciate music, not just sounds. I already see it because through regions, you're getting the taste of different types of variations. Let me tell y'all something. Think about this. I don't know if y'all believe in God, but I'm gonna get philosophical.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Check this out. God is so flavorful, he gave you the same thing remixed. What does that mean? What is the job of a tree? The tree is to give you oxygen, it's also to give you food. So you have a maple tree, apple tree, peach tree, coconut tree, palm tree. They're all trees. But depending on where you go, you have a different appreciation for the weather, the tree, and also the surrounding. And that's music. Depending on where you go to New Orleans, you have a different affinity for the drum, the horn with gumbo and jambalaya. You go to Philly, you have a different respect for the boom bap mixed with a cheesesteak. You go to New York, you have a different affinity for the boom bap when it comes to the train. You see what I'm saying? Everywhere has something that's spicy. Shout out to the West Coast because they were boom. They're not really boom back. They were wavy. They had the technology, animatronic shit. They had Zap and Roger. But think about how smooth the beats were and driving down Hollywood Boulevard on a drop top with the sun coming down. Like, you get an affinity for what you hear. So I think that laziness is going to adapt people to want to crave to know more if they're music lovers, especially, and it's going to get you to really appreciate the sound in which you're getting in those areas. So I think regionality is key. But let me ask y'all a question. We're gonna funk this shit up though.
Hold up. Before you ask that question, let me say something.
Okay.
What do you mean by people is lazy? Like, this break that down for people. You just said people ain't listening to music, or they not trying to find when the new music dropping, or like what do you mean by that?
The average person is not introduced to new music. The average person just hears what's around them. So it's very rare without the video show, the music video shows. It's very rare without a TV show or a stream show that breaks music videos, which we're probably going to do soon because we're the top shit. So without people really being available, it's hard for me to think that people are actively going on their computer saying, what's the new album this week? Or what's the new artist in my region that sounds good? I think people will be introduced, especially if you're over 28, 30 years old. around that time, your ear starts to harden and you like what you like. And it's very rare unless you have children that you know what's the hottest new thing, because children keep you in the thing and they keep you at society unless you're into finding things.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, as long as I can remember, like I never remember any of my peers saying like, damn, yo, did you check out this artist? That's like it's very rare. Like it's a bunch of like for instance, before Kendrick was Kendrick, like to the world, I didn't know him. Some people did. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like the only way we really discover new artists is if they put them in our face. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So I really don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Me personally, I didn't understand what you meant by lazy, but thanks for like clearing it up. You know what I mean, for me.
So to back up his point, because I did this, I posted this like 2 weeks ago, where I was literally like, yo, I'm putting my mix show together. I get the same artists every week. I'm trying to support you, the artists. Send me your links to your Bandcamp, and when Bandcamp Friday hits, because I know you get 100% of the proceeds, I want to buy your album if it's dope. So send me the links. I had a nice interaction as far as the post. I had one person hit me up and say, yo, here's my Bandcamp. I appreciate the look. You know what I'm saying? This is me actively saying, I want to hear new music. Tell me what's out there. Somebody tell me, shoot me a link to the music. It's just clicks. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to, like he says, nobody wants to go out there, and nobody wants to actively put people on the new music, or, hey, this is my man. This is so-and-so, so-and-so. So yeah, it's like you said, everybody just wants to fall into the algorithm. Nobody wants to think outside of that and go search anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is digging for new music.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the internet, social media made people like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel the same way about when people comment on people's stuff. Now, I'm guilty for this too. I got to get better at this. Like, man, so, you know, when people look at something, they just hit an emoji instead of really saying what you really feel about that, because that comment really means something. Like, you understand? Especially if a stranger go on your shit and see somebody that you know, like, puts like, damn, yo, Kawon, that album was fire. Instead of nigga putting an emoji, like, you understand? So I think that all falls in the terms of laziness. And like I said, once again, I fall in that category, but I'm getting better. You know what I mean? I'm getting better because I should be watching somebody I support and put what I liked about it instead of like, damn, understand we live like we try to find what's important to us to make time for, but like the other stuff, like I show love. Like, I hate this saying when people like, yo, it don't matter, like long as you share it for the algorithm. No, I want people to really engage with my shit. So if anybody watching this shit and y'all like, nah, at least I like this shit that I left emoji, it's helping you out. No, it's not. It's hurting me. Please put a comment if you can. I'm not forcing nobody. Like, you see the Mic Council, put a comment. Like, please, thank you. But you got your question now.
Well, let me ask you a question. Shout out to my man I met at the Temple of Hip Hop, Tribero _Gigolo. Salute to this chat and the panel.
Salute, brother.
He said, really impressed by Kanye's new album. I'm shocked Bully even dropped after all the delays they had.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that now.
We will get there in a second. We're gonna go to this region because that's gonna lead us into that conversation. What is your favorite artist or beat from a different region that you appreciate highly?
Ooh. Go ahead, see.
Damn, yo. I can think off the top of my head right now, it got to be a Manny Fresh beat. Like, you know what I mean? Because he created a whole sound, you know what I mean? And pretty much he was one of the bigger reasons of their success, you know what I mean? Because they came at the Master P, and they all from New Orleans, right? I mean, Louisiana, right? And you couldn't copy their sound because Master P and them had it. He came with a whole different sound, and looking now, after X amount of years, they still making money and probably one of the highest grossing selling. Don't mark me. I ain't got no data in front of me, but I'm gonna go with Manny Fresh. Shout out to Manny Fresh, yo. Shout out to Manny Fresh. All the beats. I don't know one particular beat, but
all of them, right?
Fucking Back that ass up then. Fuck it.
I mentioned it. I mentioned it earlier. Mine has always been Dungeon Family. I love Dungeon
Okay.
Family sound. They had a really dope, really funky, a lot of street records too. So I love the Dungeon Family, all the early Outkast stuff, Goody Mob stuff. I think when both groups kind of veered away from them is when you can see, you know what I'm saying, things change for them career wise. But Dungeon Family is one of the illest production families in hip hop.
That's a fact.
All right, shout out to the Charberry Gigolo. He said "Still Tipping" by Mike Jones. Beat
That
good.
was a crazy beat. That was that. Everybody be freestyle off that joint now.
Yeah.
It's a great one. My favorite beat. See, it's funny because I'm from Jersey. Everybody think I'm going to say a New York beat, boom bap, Pete Rock premiere and all that, right? My favorite hip hop beat of all time is from Swab House. Shout out to Tony Draper, and that beat is the Rakim remix for "It's Been a Long Time" on the 18th Letter album. That is my that beat is crazy. Because at the end of the day, I like smooth beats that I can ride to. I like to think too. So all this don't really, it's dope, but sometimes I just like to just chill and relax. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I got one more question for y'all before we go into the hot topic about wants and needs. Is there an album from another region that really made you appreciate the region, underground or mainstream?
Death Certificate. That's when I really jumped on. I take that back. Yeah, Death Certificate by Cube, and this is a deep cut right here. Paris, The Devil Made Me Do It. On the West Coast.
Two classics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, man. Mine's is gonna be Thug Motivation 101, yo. Like
Crazy Bone? Is that Crazy Bone?
No, Young Jeezy.
Young Jeezy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that. When I heard that made me look at Atlanta different. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta always had like their identity. They had different type of artists that came out of there. But for a trapper to have that many bangers and classic, that's my joint. Dog Motivation 101. Shout out to Young Jeezy.
Charberry Gigolo said the Dog Pound dog food. He must like the production.
Daz is criminally underrated as a producer. Yeah.
My album is underground. I wanted to go underground with this one, with this pick. My album was Nick Grant, Sunday Dinner. I was
hold up. My bad, I'm going to cut you off. That was the dude that somebody put me on. They said he was nice. That was one of the artists. Like, remember I told you just how it's a J. Cole type of, or how Kendrick Martin. That was him. We from DMV area?
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina? Okay. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my group, The Block, on Twitter. We get together every Thursdays now. We sometimes do Saturdays. And my man Old Head, shout out to Old Head, my Baltimore homie. He put me on Nick Grant Sunday Dinner. And I'm gonna tell you, and Nick Grant actually gave me an interview for that album. And I'm gonna tell you, I told him, I hate to compare you to somebody else, but this is like your Illmatic because it's very introspective and you're talking from your pain and your life experiences. See, a lot of people think because you're a black man, you all have the same experiences. And a lot of us don't. So to hear his perspective about family and even the cover of the album, him getting his hair done by his girl, it was very interesting. And I just appreciate that album for what it is. I think it's one of the better albums that came out a couple of years ago. And if you don't know about Nick Grant, Sunday Dinner, it's a good album to check out. Now, if y'all want to segue from albums to check out, this weekend, we had two very polar opposite conversations about albums. One, Kanye West dropped Bully, the long-awaited album that he wanted to put out for years, and nobody gave a damn. And then you got Stove God Cooks, who was one of the hottest underground artists on Griselda, and everybody wants to hear his album, and he has an album done with Swiss Beats, but no one can get it because Baby Grand Records is not letting him out of his contractual obligation to them with music. So I want to ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about this conversation of somebody wanting an album that they can't get and someone putting out an album that nobody wants to get?
Oh man, so Kanye, man, we talked about him a while ago. We know his bag of tricks to get people's attention. Um, we know he's not at that level anymore where it's gonna have much staying power. He just puts it out, does something controversial, and he moves on. You know what I'm saying, and to the next thing. So I'm not really. At some point, I'll probably get to it. At some point, I probably won't. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of moved off from Kanye a while ago. But the other one, man, I think it's kind of a crazy situation with that one. But it's we've seen this time and time again over the years, right? Where artists they sign the contracts left and right, and you don't know who they signed to, and then when it's time for them to really make noise, it's I always say you could tell when somebody's in a jacked up situation because it depends on what that paperwork say, right? And whenever that paperwork comes into play, you can tell somebody was in a bad deal. And we've seen it happen with Megan Thee Stallion. We've seen it happen with countless amount of artists here recently where they get this buzz and they think they can just kind of float on to the next big thing, but they forget about this other situation that they got. So I don't think we'll probably ever hear that album. I think it'll probably get shelved. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna have to go record something else, or they just gonna have to work that on in the back end. But if he ain't got no leverage, man, that's the business. You know what I'm saying? A street dude is learning the business.
All right. Just to piggyback off what you said, we did talk about Kanye West, about him supposedly having bipolar and stuff like that. And I remember me saying, like, I never heard him ever having that, and this shit got to be a publicity stunt. You know what I mean? But me being a music lover, hip hop, I'm a listen to it regardless. You know what I mean? Because he Kanye West, I want to hear what he got to say so I could judge it. Because I like to judge people's art. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm not one of them people that be waiting out line. Oh my God, I gotta hit it. No, when I get to it, I get to it. But I do. If we're gonna talk about it on the next episode, I do want to listen so I can have my honest opinion to say about that. But it's Kanye West. Like, I feel the same way how me and Karev talked about Jay-Z. They not getting another red cent from me. Like, yo, go off and do something else with your life, yo. Like, I'm fucking good. And let's talk about Stove God Cooks. I heard his name a lot, but I never heard none of his music. I probably did, but I don't know what he looked like. And that ain't no disrespect, but people got to understand, we all can't look at everything. We all can't be everywhere. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But now that y'all bring him in my world, I'm gonna check him out just to hear his music. But far as like that contract, I'm tired of hearing the same old shit with these people. Y'all don't listen to the OGs. Fuck it, deal with it. Go get a lawyer. If you can't get the album, stop crying over spilled milk, yo. It is what it is, yo, because it's business at the end of the day. If I was that label, I don't fucking feel sorry for you. I got a business to run. I got people to feed just like you. Like, you should have knew what you was getting into. Like, the thing with the youth, because he probably a young man, the thing with the youth is people is just, they not patient. Like, you understand what I'm saying? They just want it fast. Fuck, I'm signing over. And now that, like you said, he got a buzz right now, and that album probably could change his whole life. He probably got that shit, probably one of those, and he probably know it. But unfortunately, you don't read your contract. You don't get the right representation. You probably got your men looking over shit. Oh, you decided it. So everybody get that quick check, and that is what it is. But
yeah, who trying to sign the Swiss Beats in 2026? First of all, like who?
Me.
Who does you?
That fucking check.
How much? What the check look like?
Exactly. And what do I get to keep my shit?
So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be a tax write-off, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I probably am. But
fuck it. As long as I get that check, the music don't come out, I'm gonna change my name.
Because to me, that don't make sense. Like him signing him just it don't line up to me if I'm a fan of the music. It didn't make sense to me. That's why I didn't even know he was signed to him. That's why I was like, oh, when did that happen? I was like, this is kind of a weird business.
So who? The Stove God dude?
No, he's not signed to Swizz. He's on Griselda.
He's on Griselda. Okay.
The album is produced by Swizz Beatz.
It's produced by Swizz. Okay.
So here's the background for anybody that doesn't know. Stove God Cooks is Aaron Crooks. He was signed to the conglomerate with Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes let him go, and I guess he got the deal with Baby Grant either during or after. I'm not sure. I don't know. If y'all know, y'all can leave it in the comments and interact because we want y'all to talk. Okay.
What's his contract though? Anybody know that? I want to know
No,
what his contract
I
is.
don't know what his contract is. No. Most people.
I'll find. We dig that shit up. It gotta be public. It gotta be public somewhere. Somebody got that shit.
Well,
if they could get snitch papers and all that shit, they could get contracts.
So y'all look it up for us. But before I understand, Stove God Cooks was under Busta Rhymes. He got to deal with Baby Grant, and even when he was on Fat Joe and Jada podcast, he talked about he's in a bad contract. All right, now he dropped one project, and that shit was like the best album that came out that year. It was called Reasonable Drought.
Somebody said in the comments.
Yes, Strawberry Gigolo is correct. Yeah. That album was fire. That was the one.
I gotta check that out now. I got some homework to do.
That was the one. I'm telling you. And he's been in the game for a minute. He got like a story like Rock Marcy. Rock Marcy was with Busta Rhymes. He had to leave and then blow up on his own. You know what I'm saying? So he has a very reputable name when it comes to the Griselda sound, to his hooks, his ad-libs. He live, yo. And people want to hear him because his star has risen to a point now, it's plateaued because no one got that album. And the album that they did have, Reasonable Drought, now they want to see if he's going to Benny the Butcher the game. Is he going to get the exposure and then level, or get the exposure and rise? He's there now. So he's an underground king, to be point blank honest with you. So hearing his album is something that's very wanted in the industry because, number one, people are begging for new stars. People are begging for new voices. And people want people to break through. And I'm telling you, pardon me for digging in my eye, itching. But to be honest, people want the spaghetti got me rocking right now. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, hold up. Reasonable Drought was alright.
That's Pop. Pop is in the building. What's up, Pop?
now I gotta listen to it though.
Reasonable Drought was fire. He said it was alright, so that means it was dope. All right, I'll let you know.
That's a Brooklyn dude, yeah.
but nah, it was fire for me. That year. That was the album. And as of right now, it's sad that I don't even know if Swizz Beatz is seen as one of the top producers in the game anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That confuses me. That relationship confuses me.
But to have his name,
I'm tired of them too.
But to have his name attached to your project does have stain to it. So that means something. Shout out to Drums Rugged. He says Rome Streets is my guy. He's an LMC. True indeed. But Rome Streets is on a label that pushes his music. Aaron Cook. Thank you, Pop. Stove God is on a label that can't even put his music out because of the contract. Now, here's the thing. Someone said, why didn't Westside Gunn try to buy his contract? We don't know what that is.
And because I'm confused. Like how he in the contract he can't get out of,
because it's a street deal too, and that's how it made it sound. He made it sound like it was tied to the street sometimes.
I need the whole story. Somebody got to break that shit down for me because I'm confused. Like how can anybody help him if nobody know really? That's why Westside Gunn probably don't want to. He probably don't know what's going on.
So then, Stove God, everybody send this to Stove God. We invite you to come to the Mic Council, and you can tell us your story right here so we can know why the album's not coming out. Because Baby Grand said Stove God's lying. He's not putting the album out for leverage. And he's saying no, Baby Grand's lying because he's in a bad deal.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. What y'all think about now the label fighting him saying, no, you can put your album out, we just want our cut. You're lying. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I want the label to talk. Somebody from the label, like I'm talking about on camera, not no tweets or nothing. I want somebody to say what's going on. You know what I mean?
They don't have to. They got the paperwork. They got the signature. They ain't got
put
to
it out
nothing.
there. Put the paperwork.
Baby Grand, whoever your A&R is, you are welcome to come to the Mic Council.
Put the paperwork out. Since everybody putting everybody dirty laundry out these days about snitches, allegations, people cheating and shit, put his contract out so we can all go over that shit together and see what he fucked up at.
Like I said, this is the same thing with Megan Thee Stallion when she signed with Rock Nation. She basically just signed another contract when she was already under contract. And who was it? Carl Crawford, I think, started that label, the former baseball player. And they basically they basically got her career up to that point. And
word.
And so they basically Rock Nation was basically like, sign with us, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. And he was like, no, we got contracts. You know what I'm saying? She can't do any work with y'all. So they had to fight that in court for years. And I think ultimately he wound up winning because he had the signatures, right? So they had to basically buy him out of his deal, and they paid him a whole lot more than if she just would have released the music under them and completed her contract. Because it wasn't the fact that they wasn't trying to let her release the music. They was just like, you can't sign another deal when you got a deal with us already. You can't double dip like that. So I feel like it's one of those type of joints. Maybe that's why Westside don't rock with it, because maybe he did something ill advised of what Westside was probably
exactly, because he probably wanted the bag quick, and people probably told him, nah, yo, shit gonna hurt you in the long run. Like, that's what I'm saying. People got to be patient when it comes to this music shit, man. I know this shit is rough, even for, like I said, like for a podcaster, like somebody, a host that's doing media. You got to be at this shit every day. That shit is rough. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But you got to be all in it if you want to see results. So you never know when that shit gonna happen. You know what I mean? But somebody said, go to the comments real quick. Tribero, he said, an interview, Jay gave him advice about the game. It sounds like he needs Jay's help right now. What kind of advice Jay gave him? Now I want to do that now, because he may have given him fucking bad advice that got him fucked up.
Jones Rugged said Rome was on Griselda before switching to Mass Appeal. Griselda pushed the album that he made with them because he was under contract with them for that. So that's why. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it real. When you're on an independent label, you're gonna get treated differently than a major. And Baby Graham considers themselves a major.
Nah, they independent of though, Baby Graham.
They consider themselves. I say they are. They consider themselves.
I ain't gonna lie. They had a lot of people that was on the come up, like before they came stars. Was nothing. I remember seeing that name. So they doing something right over there to be able to attract them type of.
They remind me of Empire.
C-list artists. Exactly.
Empire is, yeah.
Or Koch, because Koch started all that shit first. Koch Records and E1, because that was the same shit. Like, Real Freaka, what's going, Freaka?
I want to look up Baby Grand's star artists, what they have on their label.
And I think that
Cook, the number one artist, and Lil Scrappy.
Lil Scrappy, huh?
Stove God Cooks, Chelly Flame, Lil Scrappy, The Utes, Iceberg Black. Historically, they've had Jedi Mind Tricks, Vinnie Paz, The Alchemist, Havoc, Freeway, Black Nubian, Immortal Technique, and the Jizza.
Yeah.
So they
can't get them type of people without you can't get them type of people without having some good business going on.
So Chuck, it was a cornerstone of the independent hip hop scene, but they're moving like a major. Chuck Wilson, shout out to Chuck Wilson, founded the label in 2001. Let's get it. There we go. Tribero Gigolo says that's an underground label that has a potential mainstream star now. They've had issues with their own artists in the past. There you go. Fugazi shit. Well,
they feel like that they were a small fish who probably has ties to big fish opportunities. And
word. Word. Yep.
And now that he got Stove God, maybe the album is under duress because this could be the thing that blows the label up. Like Priority had Easy.
They protecting their investment. They're just protecting their investment. That's all they're doing.
Look at other labels that didn't do correct business. Look at how he said Baby Graham was adjacent to Land Speed. Okay.
I remember Land Speed, yeah.
Think about how Priority let Reasonable Doubt go. And then went to Def Jam and gave birth to arguably one of the hip hop's most notorious names for making a career. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ready to Die was supposed to be on they gave it to Puffy when he left. So he was originally supposed to be on under Clive Davis, right? Not Clive Davis,
MCA.
MCA. He was originally supposed to be on MCA because Biggie was signed to MCA and they gave it to Puff when he walked away.
Right. So there you go. Biggie could have been on MCA Records adjacent to Uptown.
Damn, he should have been alive, yo.
Because it's supposed to be Biggie, Mary. It was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Al B.
Probably still been alive, yo.
Yeah.
On that. but yeah. So Stove God Cooks is one of the hottest artists in the game. He put out an album. Well, he has an album that he can't put out that everybody wants to hear. And on the flip side, we have Kanye West who put out Bully, and damn near nobody's listening to it and don't want to hear it. And the people I know who've heard it said it has 3 good songs. I'm all right, I'm good. Or I'm not listening to that bullshit because it's Kanye West. Now, Seek, you said you will listen to it eventually.
I'm gonna be in a conversation because one thing, I got to do my job as media. Like, I got to talk about it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? He Kanye West at the end of the day. He ain't just a no-name indie artist. You know what I mean? He's Kanye West. let's not take away what he has brought to the game. You know what I mean? I understand he won his little episodes and all that shit, but he still has a lot of great things and contributions to bigger artists. You know what I mean? So I gotta give it a listen. I mean, for my own personal reasons.
Fuck Kanye West. But Kawon, you wanna say something?
No, I'm good. I'm good on Kanye. I ain't gonna say shit.
Oh, yo, matter of fact, once I get off this off the call, I'm listening to it.
Fuck Kanye
So I'm gonna be in a group. I'm gonna be in a group message, hit y'all up, letting y'all know how I feel about that shit.
Shout out to Notes 82 in the building.
Yeah.
Pop said he's done with Kanye.
Yeah.
He's done with him. Hey, look, y'all love Kanye when
that's what it is. They don't like that. Separate his art with who he is as a person, because it's a lot of people.
Do that. No,
yeah.
I'm with you. Let's do that. But what was the last good Kanye West album you heard? Because all his albums since Life of Pablo, even that has been fucking toilet water.
That one, Life of Pablo, that was the last one. But it's the same thing with Eminem. Eminem have his episodes, and he had a bunch of albums that were trash. He admitted that shit. It's the same thing. Remember when happened with Proof? Proof passed away. His music was declining at that because he was going through his episodes and shit like that. And I mean, once your mental play, how can you create as a creator if you're going through real life shit? Say if somebody in your family passed away, I mean, knock on wood, I don't want that to happen, but I'm just speaking realistically. And you're an artist, you still have a job to do. You still got pressure from society, your fans and shit like that.
I like Yeezus. Yeezus was alright. You know what I'm saying? 808 and Heartbreaks, I guess, was probably his last.
Trash.
You know, I don't.
Yeah, that was trash. I ain't gonna hold
I would say
like
Graduations is probably the last album that I really banged. The Graduation.
I'll give him credit. 808 and Heartbreak is it was influential, but it was trash. Yeezus, I'm not listening to. Life of Pablo had like two good songs on it. Well, at least beats that I like. I like that Faded joint. And no, he had the joint with Kendrick. That was cool too. And then the first joint, but
the party record.
Hey, hold on, my bad. Let me, if y'all mind, let me ask Pop something. Pop, who's your favorite artist, yo? Your favorite rap artist that you support the most? Because I'm just curious. Since you on that, he a coon, so you on that. I mean, Black Brother. So I'm trying to figure out what you listen to now. No, I listen to Chrisette Michelle. I only heard like a few songs after she did all that stuff with Trump. Society took a popularity card away from the urban community.
Shout out to Chrisette Michelle. She deals with mental health. I'm not
okay.
She I think she either has ADHD or autism.
Okay.
Salute her for coming
Respect.
out. No disrespect to Chrisette Michelle, even though she has made some decisions people may not have stand with, but her fight to be recognized is something I applaud. So I'm gonna say that.
All right, then you gotta respect Kanye West. He already told you he got bipolar. So go listen to his album then.
No, because I don't listen to her music. I just identify that. She's fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nah, for me, musically, Kanye doesn't do much for me anymore. So it's not me hating on him. It's just musically, it just doesn't. I can't vibe to it no more. So I don't.
Yo, fuck Kanye West. He comes out with a mask on his face. It stands there and plays 3 notes on a keyboard and says, "That's my time," and then walks away. Yo, this guy is corny, man.
Nah, he told you he got bipolar. That's the reason why he acting like that. That's what he said.
He's bipolar, so that's why he wears a rhinestone stocking cap on his face with a matching jacket and pushes 3 piano keys.
Look, man, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Like, I can't get really down to what kind of bipolar he got and his side effects and what he do, but he just let you know the reason why he does what he does because he's sick. He told y'all that.
Fuck this sickness and fuck. I'm good. Yo. I'm good. I'm good, yo. When you see the thing that really makes me not want to listen to Kanye West is this. I get the Trump stuff. You can still have an opinion because unfortunately some people still like Trump. I don't get it. You got people who just want to hit it, and I get it, but one thing I don't like, Pop's talking about the swastika and all that. You can have that. I don't care. It's important, but that's not what did it for me. When you talk about other people's children the way he did, and I actually worked with kids, You don't attack children. That's one thing I'm not with.
I agree with that.
I'm not going to support somebody who attacks people's children. You know what I'm saying? Whether how a child was born or what the child is dealing with. Like you're saying, he's bipolar, but speculation, allegedly, the child he attacked has special needs.
But
so still, I'm not fucking with that.
But hold on, let me say this then. So how can you judge a special need person talk about another special needs person?
Easy.
He don't know.
Easy. No, easy.
But he's supposed to be the adult in the room, though.
He don't know.
He's the adult in the room.
He got special needs. He's not an adult at that moment. He a kid. He a child. He's something wrong with him.
He's not a child. Because if he's still talking about getting head and making beats, he's not a child.
Child talk about that. We're in 2026. It's little kids talking about that right now.
But then they need the asses whooped. And so does he.
Yeah. I
don't mess with Kanye. You don't talk about people's children. That's off limits.
Hold up, my bad. Can I defend myself real quick?
Okay.
I never said one time that I was a Chrisette Michele fan. I said she got 2 songs. I never listened to her. She had 2 songs that played on the radio. I never had an album, so no. I never stopped messing with her because of that. I didn't know who she was really. She wasn't like she had Beyonce. If Beyonce come out support Trump, of course people gonna stop supporting her. That's obvious because she's holding a lot of influence in the community.
We all know Chrisette Michele because of Kanye West. Ain't that ironic? Let's go to the comments. Charles Burrow said, I feel Ye doing things like supporting Trump and saying outlandish things just for attention. That's how he promotes his brand. Well, if that's what he's doing, he's supremely failing. And I had this conversation years ago with my other crew. Shout out to the Goodfellas TV family when we talked about Kanye back then doing the gospel album. And I said that shit gonna be garbage. Fuck him and his gospel album. And they're like, no, he's into Jesus now. And I was like, yeah, when it came out that his Jesus advisor was what's that guy who wouldn't help the people and had the money.
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. The people was asking for money and the church was broke, but they found all that money in the walls. I'm not
But let me ask you one thing about Kanye though. You can't respect the man. You already know how he is. That's who he is, though.
No.
It's one thing about Kanye. You know Kanye gonna do what he do.
No.
You gotta respect him for
because
he not hiding this who he is as a person.
No.
Let's just listen to the music then. That's what I said before. Separate the artist from the music.
Kanye West.
I'm good on that.
Trash.
Listen, my time is important, and I choose not to waste my time on a Kanye project.
All right, let me ask you a question. Y'all gonna listen to my honest feedback though? Y'all gonna take it? Y'all just gonna shove it all because fuck it, I don't care about Kanye.
I'll listen to you because that's your opinion.
I believe my ears. I take that for the team. I'll listen to him. Whoever else y'all want me to listen to, I got y'all. Fuck it.
I'm still waiting to listen to the J. Cole album, so I'll get there eventually too.
J. Cole. Fuck out of here. No.
Yeah, I'm good over J. Cole. Y'all already told y'all last time. I'm good. Fuck
J. Cole put out an album.
Fake ass marketing scheme. Act like he was riding around that fuck. You a millionaire. What the fuck is that doing for me? You making me mad. Why the fuck would you drive around in the Bentley? I'm gonna see you pull up in the Bentley. All that shit y'all talk about y'all music video. You coming in the fucking Honda. That shit was fake marketing. Fuck out of here.
Hey, J. Cole dropped the album people wanted to hear because of the battle, and a lot of people end up being disappointed. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Music is very fickle, and wanting an album and getting an album now is not only about the machine, it's also about public opinion. Social media did this, especially when y'all got washed up rappers who have podcasts. That's not y'all what you think. But shout out to the artists that really do really good podcasts, really good. I don't know if y'all seen. I don't like shouting out other podcasts by artists, but one podcast I've liked is the Manny Fresh and Juvenile podcast. When Juvenile's not there and Manny's just doing it, no disrespect to Juvenile, Manny asks some good questions. I'm gonna give it up to Manny.
I don't want artists like you, an artist, active artist, yo. Just be an active artist, yo. Let these people like us, this our space. Let us have our space. Let us do our thing. Let us interview y'all. Because we looking in. Y'all gonna ask safe questions. That's why me personally, or they're gonna ask nonsense. Or if they, like I said, a safe question, so it ain't gonna really I'm gonna ask you what the fuck I want to ask you. I'm gonna get that out of you that you hiding, you know what I mean, or that you telling people behind closed doors, or you go on these other platforms to talk about that shit. Like, why they do that? Why them artists do that? Why they don't come on here and break something to go viral? They wait to go on them shits. Why they do that, Karev?
Because they get paid, and I ain't paying them for shit.
Damn.
The end. Notes 82 said it was definitely a good album by J. Cole. So everybody out there, if you want to listen to J. Cole, go ahead, yo. As far as me and J. Cole.
Yeah, I never said I love Kanye. I never said that in this chat. I never said that once. Yo, he put words in my mouth. That's crazy.
Yo,
like
we live in it. We live in the comments.
Hey yo, J. Cole is over. I already told you I'm not listening to him because that was a weak move. You're a man, yo. You put that wife. He got kids.
Who?
J. Cole.
I think so.
Yes.
Right?
He better have a son, man, because your son should be fucking embarrassed. That's a fact.
Oh my God.
I hope his son said that shit was trash.
Yo. In the words of Seek, J. Cole's fatherhood.
Don't your child.
No, teach your son how to be a producer.
We ain't disrespecting J. Cole's fatherhood. Much respect him.
You're an artist, man. He grew up off that battle. It's war. If it's war, let it be war. We're not like that.
We're not disrespecting people's family.
Who he look up to? Who J. Cole look up to? Like I'm talking about like OGs.
Nas.
Nas don't. Hey Nas, tell him don't look up to you. Fuck out.
So I let Nas down part 2 coming up, right?
Yeah.
Got to.
You know what I want to touch? We're gonna touch this on a future show. Something Tribero said. He brought out classic material. He hasn't brought out classic material, and this Life of Pablo had joints, but not a classic at all. I want to get to the conversation. Does everything have to be a classic? Because it seems like we don't even appreciate our own culture. We put clamps on it by putting stipulations on gold. And we need to attack that on this show because
that's
something we need to do.
It wasn't a war because he was scared to enter the war. That was the problem. You know what I mean? It could have been great for hip hop. All three of them going back. Like, come on, yo, stop it.
No,
that's another show comments. We ain't gonna talk about J. Cole no more.
J. Cole did an interview. We could talk about J. Cole. He said Nas let me down. Wow. He said J. Cole did an interview, and if we want, we could talk about that later. Because at the end of the day, his answers on that interview were very polished and not honest. In my opinion, it could have been his honest truth, but it just
they be on that line. They be on that line, yo. I'm telling you.
Pop said, "Is Kanye calling Jay-Z's daughter?"
I said yes. Karev said that.
It wasn't his daughter; it was his son.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
grown to talk about kids. Like, why was a grown man talk about kids?
What is war to you? Another episode.
Yeah.
No more J. Cole, man. I can't do it, yo. I can't.
Hold. Let me say one more thing. What's a white flag?
Okay.
That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Is the move he did? He pulled the record down. Like, come on. If you're a man, like, let's be honest. Like, I know it's music, but if you're a man, you got to stand on what you said, yo. Like, why take the record now? I don't want to know. You in this hip hop shit, man. It was built off of battles. That's why we could talk about that Jay-Z shit too. When you talk about it shouldn't be no rap battles. That's another episode. Another day. Put that on the schedule. I want to talk about that because I want to talk about that for real.
The Jay-Z, you want to talk about the Jay-Z interview?
Yeah, next week. We're gonna put that on the schedule for next week.
A white flag equals Cole's apology. So we hope y'all like the mic council today. We're gonna cut this one kind of short because we got shit to do.
Word. That's a fact.
Fine, yo. Before we get out of here,
that's what you call a cliffhanger.
That's it. And before we get out of here, let's go through the normal routine. All right, y'all. We on the road to 5K, which means with Heritage Hip Hop, Kawon J Media, the Mixtape Show, and the Hello Effect podcast all reach 5,000 subscribers on each YouTube page. We're going to give you something free from all three of us. Shout out to Strawberry. Glad you join us every Sunday. The Mic Council is every Sunday at 8 p.m. on YouTube, on all three of our YouTubes. And also we have on our own specific pages our own interviews with artists, and we do our own reviews. This past week I had Bumpy Knuckles on my podcast, and we talked about Gangstar and his solo career, et cetera, et cetera. Kawon, what you got coming up?
Man, I'm about to interview an artist who's a dope underground artist who has pulled both a New York City scene and Japan. Omen 44. He's dope MC, and he's switching his kind of sound right now. He's getting very political in this new project he's working on. So I can't wait to talk to him about that because he's addressing politics in America, politics in Japan, and I'm interested to hear his opinion on a lot of that. So it's gonna be a dope little interview.
Seek, that's who I told you I interviewed before. We talked about the origins of hip hop in Japan.
Yeah.
You would like him for your podcast? Me and Kawon can hook that up for you.
Hell yeah, because I want to start doing like more virtual ones also. You know what I mean? So I could stay like places I can't be. I want to be there. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And so I can actually touch like the soil over there.
What's coming up for you?
For me, like I told y'all, I mean, before we went live, that I'm just, like I said, I edit every day. I'm on social media every day. You know what I mean? My store is open, not 24/7, but it's open 7 days a week. And I'm talking about like the content I put out, my YouTube. I put out sometimes 2 interviews a day with a whole bunch of clips. So that's all you're gonna see. Go to Hella Effect. Start from last year, man. Y'all got some homework to do. Get y'all munchies. Go get some soul food, man. Cause the shit that I talk to people, I try to touch their soul. I ain't up there talking about chatty patty gossip shit. You know what I mean? But far as like interviews, I am gonna step into like more political stuff. You know what I mean? People that's really doing stuff outside with the community. April, I'm back with season 2 of the Hella Effect podcast, which is where I film at, and I do 30-minute episodes. I'm interviewing a young man that's running for mayor of Newark. So he been getting a lot of, you know what I mean, good reviews and also bad reviews. Anybody know about politics? That's a dirty game. You know what I mean? They really try to fuck up your real personal life and shit like. So I just want to sit down with him, talk to him. But that's it. What about you?
Me, I have an interview this week with Ish K. We're working on that on Tuesday, possibly. We're working on Kid Capri on the Fleet.
Oh yeah. I'm hopping on that tomorrow.
And we also trying to work on locking down some quality information and quality content for y'all out there. So, gentlemen, 2 things. Number 1, what's in your rotation coming up this week? What are y'all listening to? See, you already know, right?
What I'm listening to, you already know the Kanye West joint. And I'm gonna have to go listen to that J. Cole, you know what I mean? So I could just get my honest feedback. So I already know the J. Cole shit gonna be trash, but I'm gonna get it, listen to it so I could really break it down why it's trash. Because people go, oh, what you listen to? How you saying it's trash? So, and I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about the Kanye West joint. So that's what I'm going to.
Come on, what you got?
I got 2, man. Shout out to my brother out there in Boston. He goes by the name of P-Ro, P-R-O. He dropped the album with a producer named Surf, and they just dropped an album called Gold on Ice. Really dope hip-hop soul album. You know what I'm saying? It's dusty, it's choppy. It's a really dope joint. And shout out to my brother Drums Rugged, man. He just released the latest video from the Keep It Rugged album. And the name of that video is called Sharon Stoned. It's a really dope record. Rugged he shot it himself, he edited himself, pretty dope looking visual. And Keep It Rugged still out there, man, doing their thing. So shout out to that, man. Dope underground hip hop all the time.
Hey, notes. I'm gonna respond back. Why get it then? Because it's free. I got Apple Music, so it's already there available. You know what I mean? I don't gotta pay for these albums. I already pay my $9.99. You know what I mean? F streaming though, respectfully, but I pay. So I'm gonna go listen to what I paid for already. You know what I mean? That's my final answer.
All right, I'm listening to Larry Legend by Baby Dave and Stress on the production. That's something that I was introduced to, and I want to give it a full listen. It sounds like early Justice League, early little brother type crew. So I want to get at a listen, a deeper listen. I'm playlisting, y'all. I haven't heard a good album in a while, so I'm just playlisting right now. Massive Pill have my ear. I'm also listening to the new Bumpy Knuckles album.
Kanye West might be that thing you might want.
Nah. Nope. Not gonna do it. Fuck Kanye West. Nope. I'm not doing that.
Right.
The other new album I'm listening to is Funkin' Tribe Interludes by Bumpy Knuckles and Daru Jones. I like the instrumentation. I like the live band feel of the music. My ears getting back into music, so I'm feeling that. Pop said, "What's up with Travis C, the Lazy MC? What's up with him, Kawon?"
Something new happened. I don't know. I mean, albums out. We got chain reaction. What a time to be alive. I mean, yeah, what a time to be alive. And Travis doing shows in Miami this weekend. So I don't know what else we got going on with Trav.
So check out the music. Fuck it. That's all we got to say.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just check it out.
This is the last show we have for Women's History Month. Gentlemen, if y'all want to do it one more time, any ladies you want to shout out, you have the floor.
Shout out to all the ladies that's just doing wonderful things. You know what I mean? I don't just want to handpick one person. I just want, since it's the last week or the last episode, I just want to shout out to all the wonderful ladies that's doing something positive, you know what I mean? That's continue to strive in these rough times, you know what I mean? Especially with life, you know what I mean? And a lot of things that I see that be towards them, you know what I mean? Men, you know what I mean? I just want to let you know as a man, you know what I mean? We all not like that, you know what I mean? And we appreciate you, you know what I mean? And want to see you blossom, you know what I mean? And continue to grow because we need y'all. And it helps to reproduce and create and make more of Karevs, Kawons, and me, and y'all guys in the chat. But yeah, shout out to all the wonderful ladies. Much love and respect always. You know, Seek love you.
Shout out to love, and shout out to ladies. You know what? I was being on my old man, and I was watching old episodes of the Cosby Show. Shout out to Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen. You know what I mean? Shout out to Style, Grace, and Class as a youngster watching them. You know what I mean? So shout out to them because they help influence me coming up as these are the type of women you need to go after when you become older. So shout out to them.
I want to give a shout out to all the ladies out there, the mothers, the daughters, the aunts, the cousins, sisters, everybody. But most importantly, I want to shout out all the women that have passed away that have influenced our lives. Grandmothers, mothers, etc., friends, teachers, councilwomen, influencers. Like, you know, there's people out there who've done good by us. And one of my favorite women of all time, I love this woman for what she stood for, is Fannie Lou Hamer. And women like that. In Women's History Month, we are people talk about Oprah, God knows why. We talk about Michelle Obama. We talk about all of them. We always talk about the current, but we always forget the past. Rest in peace to all the women who have fought for civil, social, economical, spiritual, and the right to live when the world has told us and them they have no place and they're fourth-class citizens. So I want to shout out to all the ladies out there, beyond the ones who make music. We thank you for your contribution to life. We thank you for your contribution to society. And most of all, we thank you to your contribution of giving man the other side of God that we're missing. Because if it wasn't for you, a lot more men will probably be dead, and a lot of life probably would not have happened. So shout out to the ladies out there primarily. So with that being said, make sure you join us on the road to 5K. Subscribe to all 3 of our channels. Hit the link. Make sure you share this show and hit the link. Hit the like, because the like says the comment on the algorithm here. The comment says that it's active and it shares the show even more. We thank you for watching the Mic Council, which is also available not only on YouTube, but on Heritage Hip Hop's Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're also on iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. Look, wherever you have a phone, the Mic Council's there. You don't get to watch us. You can listen to us too. We are there. So
it's
look out.
It's on DJKawonmusic.com too. I created a feature.
There you go. Hey, let's put it out there. Listen.
For the vibes.
We out there. Make sure you join us, you follow us, and look forward to new merch. Because that's in the link. We're going to put all this in the links. Look out for new merch, new opportunities. And just know there's another new show coming. The Classic Divide, where we actually talk about, are the albums y'all call classics really classics? And that's going to be a good one. Shout out to my partner on that one. And guess what? No visual, only audio. Are we coming for the streets? Because I'm gonna let y'all know. Some people said Thriller is not a perfect album, that it has a skip. We're gonna talk about that.
That's a fact.
May the Most High bless y'all. Peace. And we out.
Thank you and good night. We are Heritage Hip Hop. Real hip hop. Real hip hop. We here. Real hip hop. For real.